I am beating Splatoon 3 with my balls.
Hey, yo!
Listen, I swear I can explain. Just give me a second. This is Side Order, a roguelike DLC released for Splatoon 3. And this is an Infinity Ball, one of the 5 floor types players can choose from during a Side Order run. So the premise for Balls % is clear. Can you beat Side Order only taking ball floors? No. The answer is no, like genuinely. And that's because there's actually 2 major issues that get in the way of this. Issue number 1.
We actually don't have enough balls to beat Side Order.
You see, of the 101 total floor options in Side Order, only 19 of them are balls. Now, why is this a problem? Well, a complete run of Side Order has 30 floors, 3 of which are taken up by mandatory bosses. So after doing some quick math, that leaves us with 8 floors where you literally cannot procure any more balls, which makes this challenge impossible. Is what I would say if I was a weenie. But I'm not a weenie, so I'm not saying that. So, how can we fix this diabolical problem?
Oh, brother, this guy's...
Well, this perfectly rolls us into the first rule of Balls %. In addition to ball floors, portal floors are also allowed, because they're literally ball-coded. I mean, look at it. However, we must still prioritize the original 19 ball floors. If we make it to floor 30 without collecting the original 19 balls, or if at any point we cannot proceed because there are no balls to grab, then the run is immediately dead and we'll need to reset and try again. So that solves the first major roadblock for Balls %, and now it's time to solve the second one. My face! This is what my Octoling looks like in Side Order. And I don't know about you, but this doesn't look like someone eager to find balls, so we need to fix that. The second rule to Balls % is that we must use the Luna Blaster with the Afro hairstyle.
We cannot expect the balls to come to us if we ourselves do not look the part.
But to beat Balls % looking like a ball simply wasn't enough for me. I needed someone understandable. No, someone who understood the ball. Someone whose neurons get activated the moment they see the balls. Someone like a battering Linto. Good gravy, these Side Order enemies will stop at nothing, and I mean nothing, to chase after your balls. So with that, it was time for me to make a change. So it is my honor to introduce you guys to not CJ Walker, but BJ Baller. Bartholomew James Baller knows a thing or two about spherical entities. So if there was anyone strong enough to beat Balls %, it's this fish. And with that, we have solved the 2 issues that would have otherwise made this challenge impossible. Now, there are 3 other critical rules that we also need to follow, but I'll explain them as they become relevant. For now, it was finally time to get around to starting Balls %. Yo, chat! Let's go, dude! There they are, that's what we like to see.
He be rolled into the beat.
Sorry, all the sounds played at once. They all played at once. That was an accident, okay. This is gonna be the stream ever. I'm here for a good time, okay? Also, chat, I must say, you might see that I don't look like other battering Lintos. And that is because BJ Baller is one of the very few Lintos, if not the only Linto, who did not get corrupted. This is what Marina originally designed the Jellytons to look like. Ooh, okay. Another ball, chat. Okay, we got a 3rd ball, chat. That is 3 balls in a row.
Watch him roll it. Watch him go.
We cleared our 3rd ball floor with haste, and so far, this run was off to a fantastic Ooh! Chat, we don't have any balls. They instead had the audacity to give us a square? Do I look like I want squares? Is that a ball? No, it isn't. We don't want that, dude. Absolutely disgusting. How dare you? Now, if you remember the first rule of Balls %, portal floors are allowed. So why didn't I just take the one that showed up? Well, that's because this portal is actually a ball-shaped trap that could immediately kill the run. Why? Well, I promise we'll get to that soon, because right now, it's more important to try our luck with the floor reset to see if we can spawn any new infinity balls to progress further. We need balls. We need...
balls.
Okay, so we're gonna reset here.
Ooh, that's not good.
I think we go for the reroll. That's what we like to see! That is what we like to see, chat! Ball.floor was our next ball to tackle, and we easily clear it within a matter of seconds. So far, we've grabbed 4 of the 19 balls needed to complete this challenge. But upon returning to the elevator, we were presented with another issue. No balls, no. Okay, we gotta reset. We have to reset. We need 8 balls here. No, please. Ooh, that might be throwing. Oh. Okay, I think we take vending. We take vending here. Introducing rule number 3 of balls percent. Vending machines are allowed. And listen, if you think this rule is gonna make this challenge easier, then you are completely wrong and have no idea the absolute torment that is to come. So after Marina calls us broke for not having a lot of money,
Because unfortunately, the ball economy has horrible payouts.
we take the vending machine floor to avoid wasting our precious Mimbucks. We needed all the Mimbucks we could get to reroll for balls in the future, so I had no plans to actually spend them on anything found at the vending machine. Hey, Crab Tank, you come here often? Hey, you know, I think that was a good investment of our money. Okay, chat, we actually need to get balls here. You see, if you enable the Mimbucks reward hack from Marina, resetting a floor for the first time costs 50 Mimbucks. In a normal run, this is laughably cheap, but in balls percent, that's over half of our money. So if we don't see any balls on our next set of floors, the run is dead. All right, Marina. Marina, please. I'm having deja vu. Marina, please. Easy balls. Please, Marina. Marina, please, balls. Marina, no! Marina, please! Marina, no! Marina, no! Marina, balls, okay? Easy balls, Marina. Easy balls, not normal balls. Easy, please! I just need balls of some kind. Marina, please. Tragedy has struck the ball building. It's because I wanted the crab tank ball, dude. After our first attempt, we only managed to grab 4 out of the 19 balls. Which, okay. I stepped up to the bat and didn't at all expect these curveballs. Going into this, I knew this challenge would be incredibly dependent on RNG, aka our luck was gonna be donkey doo-doo levels of bad. On our second run, I managed to grab 4 balls again. Then I opted to skip out on the vending machine to re-roll for more balls. I'd rather just get more balls. I want to like stack up the balls as quickly as possible. Yes!
Watch him roll it. Watch him go.
Thankfully, this paid off. Chad, I've never been so excited to see balls in my life.
What did he say?
This makes 5 balls our new PB, and after completing this floor, we easily breeze on to grabbing our 6th ball. Oh, let's go. Chat, we're getting balls left and right, dude. Club cannot keep us down. Watch me totally get this first try. Totally. Not gonna mess this one up at all.
Nice shot.
Please. Please. No. Dang it, dude. Wait. Oh! Hole in one, dude. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Hole in one. Ooh. Okay, we reset. Ooh, we need balls here. That's bad. Okay, chat, here's what we do, okay? This is what we have to do. We definitely do not want to take these 2 because those are clearly not balls. That is a square and that is a fish. All right, so our only option here are the portal rounds, which are legal because they're balls. We'll take portal though. Okay, pause. Remember how I said earlier that taking portals was actually a ball-shaped trap in disguise? Well, it's finally time to explain why that is. There's a little secret detail with these infinity balls that most people do not know about, and that's that these balls are actually limited edition. This creates a ball-bastically huge problem. You see, these 19 balls are actually split up into 3 separate groups based on where you are in the elevator. Since we're in the first phase, floors 1 through 9, this means that there are 8 particular balls that are completely locked to floors 1 through 9. So, if you move on to floor 10 without collecting all 8 balls in this set, then you will never be able to see this particular set again. And if that happens, you basically just soft lock the challenge, and therefore automatically fail. Because 8 of the 9 floors we take during this first phase of the elevator absolutely have to be claimed by an infinity ball, then that only leaves room for 1 floor to not be a ball. Now enter that portal floor we just took, right? The reason I've been so avoidant of these floors is because it's far more ideal to focus on the 8 balls needed first, then use a portal or even a vending machine on floor 9 to ensure that I wouldn't soft lock myself. But since I was low on cash and didn't want to spend 200 Mimbucks on the potential to reroll for new floors, I felt that taking this portal was the only option I had. And after completing this portal, we were left to face the harsh reality of our decision. Balls. No, we need balls, dude. Please. No, we need balls, please. No. Chad, this is our last roll. Marina, please. Marina, we need balls so bad. Oh! Chad, it hurts. We maxed out on pearls, and you know what pearls are? They're just tiny balls, okay, Chad? So that's awesome. Although defeat tasted bitter, I still believed that my ball dreams would come true. I knew that every failure and reset would get us just that much closer to victory. So I went back to the drawing board to devise a new plan. We're gonna find and grab all 8 balls first, then either take a portal or a vending machine on floor 9. Yeah, no, I took the portal on floor 5.
You what?
The reason for this is because my 5th ball didn't show up, and I still wanted to save my Membucks, and taking this portal could solve both of these problems at once, especially because I'd gained bonus Membucks upon completion. But do you remember back when I asked if you remembered back when I said that portals were a ball-shaped trap in disguise? Well, at the end of this bad decision, I would end up with no money, no balls, and a dead run. Listen, we just gotta keep trying different strats because giving up was not an option. Mama ain't raised no square. No matter how many attempts this takes, I was determined to sniff out and grab every single ball.
What's wrong with you?
Man, I'm just trying to BJ ball, but the game insists that I FJ fall. Oh my gosh! I think this is a sign! No, BJ Bowler, this is a sign and you are delusional. No, but seriously, my chat and I were about to make the biggest discovery in balls farming history. This is the biggest discovery in ball farming history, dude. This was something so simple yet so impactful that it would completely change the trajectory of how balls percent operated. In fact, this is rule number 4 of balls percent, and without it, the odds of beating this challenge would be 1 in quadrodecillion. Our odds would be 1 in a very big number. Now, as I went to the 4th floor for my 14th attempt, one of my chatters said this. Wait, since you have max pearls, you can try again with pearls and it'll be a different... Stop, wait, I've actually never done that before. How do you do that? Oh, wait, there's a Y button there. I've never seen this. Dude, this is crazy. Are you kidding me? That's right. Introducing rule number 4 of balls percent, Marina Cheese. By revisiting any failed run from our history sheet, Marina Cheese allows us to re-roll the RNG of the floor we failed on to get a new set of 3 options. So with the help of Marina's newly established cheese shop, we can manipulate the balls in our favor. In other words, the balls can be rigged. Now, since this cheese shop is Marina's new entrepreneurial endeavor, the only thing she asks for in return for her services and labor is payment in pearls for each floor revisit. And wouldn't you know it, I just so happen to have maxed out pearls, so we'll be able to re-roll until our heart's content. Soon, we'll finally lay our eyes on that elusive 8th porcelain polygon and move on to the rest of this challenge. So with this newfound knowledge, we go back to the run where I was able to reach that floor 9. After all, it makes sense to continually revisit the run we got the furthest on, right? Well, slow your roll, cause not quite. You see, there was this strange phenomenon that we've been running into for this entire time that I neglected to tell you about until now. It's my belief that floors follow what I call the theory of relative difficulty. If you select an easy floor, the game is more likely to give you another easy on your next set of options. If you select a normal floor, the game's more likely to give you another normal. So on and so forth for hards and rigs. Now, this isn't proven by any concrete data that I can find, hence why it's called a theory.
Okay.
But it's been happening enough for me in my chat to pick up on this pattern. But do you recall back to when I asked if you remember back when I originally asked you to remember about the part when I said that portals are a ball-shaped trap in disguise? Yeah, we're doing this again, because that last floor I needed during this run was an easy ball. And this was the same run I'd taken that normal portal floor on. And when I went back to this floor through Marina Cheese, this is what we were presented with. The chances of us pulling an easy ball here would be incredibly unlikely. So instead, I decided to rig the balls in our favor and begin a completely new run with these newer strats in play. Everyone hold on to their balls, this might be the run. Strat 1. Use the theory of relative difficulty to keep the difficulty easy so that way we can grab all 7 easy balls first. Alrighty chat, wait, we can so cook this. Strat number 2. Absolutely no taking portals or vending machines until floor 9. Another easy, alright. Another easy. I think we go for a reset here because there's 2 easies. That's what we like to see. Strat number 3. Switch to Marina Cheese when we reach a floor that doesn't immediately give us balls. Okay, we reset here. So now we cheese it until Marina starts us with easy balls. And strat number 4, practice delayed gratification. We have to completely ignore this one normal ball until all 7 easy balls are grabbed first. It's temptation. We need easy ball. I don't think we do that. If we do that, we throw. Why are you like this? God, with great balls comes great responsibility, and that means choosing your balls wisely, chat. Responsibility. That is crazy. Wait, hang on, I got you. Okay, there we go. Surely that should help us though, because Octomind clearly knows what's up. Afro ball hairstyle, right? I feel like this is gonna be good luck, right? Oh, chat, we're alive. We live another day to see another ball, dude. We only needed one more easy ball before we could finally move on to focusing on the final 8th ball of Balls Percent Phase 1. But this game was not gonna make it easy for us. Sobbing, crying, bawling even. So back to Marina's cheese shop. Where are my easy balls? Where are they? Okay. After several failed attempts in a row, this happened. Okay. Surely we get easy balls this time. Oh my god!
He be rolling down the street. He be rolling to Twin Peaks.
Yes! Okay, everyone, lock in. After this, chat, we need normal balls, okay? That is the last ball of floors 1 through floor 9. If we get 8 balls, we PB. Out of my way, Battering Linto. It's only room for one Battering Linto on the stream, dude. And that is me. Let's go, dude! Let's freaking go, dude! Alright, chat, how funny would it be for us to get normal balls first try here? Okay. No! Dang it! We have to go back to Marina cheesing until we get normal balls, and when we get normal balls, chat, that is gonna be a new PB! Exactly, it is still possible! She's throwing so many cheese slices at us, okay? And it's just sticking to our afro. We're just covered in cheese right now. Speaking of, business at Marina's new cheese shop has been booming as of late, because I've already personally spent over 3,000 pearls. Now, I do earn a little bit back with each failed attempt because Marina has a really nice rewards program, but if this keeps up, we're very quickly gonna run out of pearls. And if that happens, no, I'm not even gonna think about that. So by this point, you guys know the drill. Are you the first person to try this? I sure am because oh boy, I made it up. Oh yeah, I mean, they're definitely sillier speedruns. I love Dog Percent from Breath of the Wild. That is one of my favorite speedruns, and honestly, when I first saw that one solidified like my love for speedruns. I find speedruns so fascinating, dude. But at least in terms of Splatoon speedruns, I do think I've made the worst and best speedruns. Let's see what we've done. You got promo percent, you've got Perlina percent. I've done other speedruns like how fast can you go from the lowest rank in Salmon Run to EVP? How fast can you touch the alphabet in Splatoon 3? There's so many fun things you can speedrun in this game that have no business being speedran. We got the 8th ball! Finally! I've never been so happy to see normal balls. Take a look at this ball. After the most riveting ball gameplay you've ever seen in your life, we use our last floor to finally take a portal for some much needed Mimbucks. All right, we're in PB territory, chat. Every single level that we clear from here is a PB. After 4 hours of grinding, we finally made it out of phase 1. And with this, it is my greatest honor to reveal what the 5th rule of balls percent is. Look at him! Chat, I'm so happy. That's right, the 5th and final rule of balls percent is that you must defeat elusive bounder during your run.
And do I really need to explain why?
After wrangling the ropes of this king ball, we were eventually able to beat it. Dude, he's so weak! So weak, yes! Let's go! Chat, we've done it! We've cleared floor 10! We were now officially onto phase 2 of this challenge, floors 11 through 19. This time around, there are only 6 particular balls to grab, 3 of them being easy and 3 of them being normal. Despite the ball odds being better, I still wanted to prioritize getting all of my balls in order first, before allowing myself to shift into getting portals or vending machines for the final 3 floors. It was just easier to keep track of my balls this way. With this strategy in play and actual money in our pocket, we re-roll our first selection to get our first easy ball of this set. Oh my god, dude, we have a new map! Let's go! Yeah, after spending the last 4 hours playing the same floors over and over again, I was very happy to see the scenery change. I've never in my life been so happy to see a scenery change. Listen, I ain't no Cinderella, but I'm having a ball over here.
Brother, this guy.
Balls! Oh my god! Alright, second easy ball. Sorry, I just got really excited. Alright, that is our 10th ball, chat. 4 more balls left to go. I guess I can put Octomine away for now, just until we start struggling again. Balls! Oh, there's so many balls!
Watch him go.
That is the last easy ball. Now it's normal balls from here on out, dude. Feels like Christmas morning. Normal ball number 1.
Watch him go.
Oh, chat, we have a dilemma. I think we go vending and try to save this floor 15. I'm not even gonna go to the vending machine because I do not want to spend my money, dude. All right, we need balls. I'd rather not use that yet, you know? That's really bad, actually. It's fine. Still got a little bit of money. We might have to start getting that cheese. Okay, we have 3 freebies. Chat, I think we go for portal here because it's normal. We don't have to worry about trying to get easy balls anymore. I'm gonna lock it in. We're going for our second freebie here. We're still missing 2 balls. Come on, there we go, nice. Playing it safe, you know? Balls! Ball spotted, Chad, ball spotted. Alrighty, chat, 13 balls. We still have wiggle room. We've got some money saved up. Come on, 1 more normal ball. That is all we need. Dang it. Oh, chat, I'm nervous. Oh my god, I'm nervous. I'm afraid that doing a rig is gonna make everything super hard. This is what we do. And then we spend all our Mimbucks on floor 19. Don't get it, we Marina cheese until we do. That's what I think, chat. Alrighty, chat. Normal balls. Normal balls. We're looking for normal balls. Lock it in on the balls. That's not good. That's what I was worried about. Taking a rig and then making everything else harder rig. So now we have to Marina cheese until we hopefully spawn our last normal ball so we can move on. So here's the thing about Marina's cheese shop. Since she's been having so much business, Marina has had to raise her prices to keep up with the demand. You see, the higher up in the tower you are, the more dough Marina cheese is gonna cost you. What used to cost us around 100 pearls is now 200 pearls. Which, pop off, Marina, get that bag, know your worth, girl. And after trying multiple times to spawn that final normal ball and failing, I knew I had to make a hard but necessary decision. It was clear to me that floor 19's file was a dead end. So I needed to reset back to a previous file and this time make sure that I do not soft lock us by breaking the theory of relative difficulty. Unfortunately, my last save starts us way back at floor 8, where we were on the hunt for that 8th ball during floors 1 through 9. This was the only way to save the run, because we just blew through another 2,000 pearls searching for a normal floor on a file that was only giving us hards and rigs. We were completely maxed out at the start of this challenge, and if we somehow run out of pearls, No, I can't think about what's gonna happen if that occurs. So although reverting back to floor 8 was a massive time loss, it was the smartest decision given the options I had. Before the start of my next stream, I'd done a small amount of pearls farming off camera to start us at 5,000 pearls. And then the quest for finding that normal ball again was back on. And after only 5 resets, we got it.
He be rolling down the street.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's get up in there, dude. After defeating the King Ball once again, we were back to floor 11, where I immediately enacted my next plan. Now that we have cleared floor 10, we have something very, very important to do here. We need to give up. We actually need to give up, and you might think that's crazy, but now we have a fresh starting point, just in case this next run does not go well. Didn't do this last time, so that's how I got all the way to 19 and then had to reset all the way back down to 8. With our backup ball's safe state now in place, getting these next 6 balls would be a walk in the... Listen, I've lost count of how many resets we just done in a row, and not to mention all the pearls we just lost. It was clear to me that if something didn't change fast, we'd completely run out of pearls soon. Come on, dude, I'm not that gullible. If you're not rigged, easy balls. Yo, the game straightened up real quick, dude. Nice, there we go, chat. Finally, the third easy ball has been acquired, and the game is gonna be so cool, and it's gonna start us with a normal ball, right? And we will not have to immediately reset. This game, I swear. We just have to get lucky and get balls. Just like that, there we go.
Watch him go.
Our next ball level, worth it. Good to know for the future. All right, so that is gonna be our 12th ball here, and we're gonna get another normal ball, right? To make it 2 out of 3, right? Splatoon 3, right? Come on. Last reset already. We are hanging dangerously close to the edge, chat, but we are living to see another ball-filled day. Come on, dude. Okay, chat. Come on, we need to see normal balls right here, right now. Give me your normal balls this instant. I'm sorry, was that a little too aggressive? I understand, okay.
I need to see you a boss.
Okay. Manager's actually not here today.
Not the manager, the boss.
Okay, we have 2 resets here. Balls of the normal variety, please. Balls of the normal variety, please. Apparently, the ball god stopped being on our side because in one moment, I'm flying high with my first normal ball, and then the next thing I know, I have less than 1,000 pearls. Alrighty, here we go. Normal balls? No normal balls. I mean, it was tempting to take this normal portal, but I knew that I still had to operate with the mindset of balls first, then freebies after. So with that in mind, I absolutely could not take this portal, no matter how tempting.
What are you doing?
But it's worth a try right now because we're broke 99. Hey, so do you remember back to when I asked you to recall back when I asked if you remember back when I originally asked you to remember about the part where I said that the portals are a ball-shaped trap in disguise? Well, guess what? The dangerous lack of pearls was truly making me go cuckoo for cocoa balls because after completing this portal floor, this is what happened next.
It gave me balls.
Chat, the run is not dead. There's a ball. Is it possible? Is it possible to do this? Yes, by some insane amount of luck. Taking that last portal floor was actually a ball to get us our 3rd and final normal ball. Now we could breeze through the next 2 floors to make it out of phase 2. Is what I would say if I actually did that. Instead, this is what I had to say going back into the elevator. Okay, chat, that is another ball. We get to update the ball counter finally after like an hour. 14 balls out of 19. We need 1 more ball to secure our ability to go to floor 20. What? Yeah, so apparently, taking that portal had repercussions after all, because even though it helped us, it also gave us ball amnesia. Through all my endless resetting, I'd somehow forgotten that I collected 2 normal balls before this 3rd ball showed up. So take a wild guess to what I started doing. I cannot tell you how much this hurt to watch when I began editing for this video, especially considering all I had to do was just look at the ball counter that was so conveniently on the screen. Unable to call out to BJ Baller to tell of this rather unfortunate mistake, I watched on in horror as our precious pearls eventually dwindled down to nothing. We can in fact squeak out one more. If not, it's Jover. Without any pearls, we could no longer visit Marina's cheese shop, which meant that this entire run as a whole was now dead. Is what I would say if I were a super weenie, but I'm not a super weenie, so I'm not saying that. I was determined to keep the ball's dream alive and thriving, so that's why I spent the next 8 hours on and off camera grinding back up to 9999 pearls. Finally, 9999. I don't got nothing else, chat. I'd spent all that time getting us back to max pearls, ready to re-roll until the RNG gods could do nothing but take a knee at my feet and declare me as the new emperor of the land. But then something unexpected happened. BJ Baller began to take notice that something wasn't making sense. Wait, how are we're supposed to have 14 balls, so if I need one more ball, why do I have an even, it's gonna be odd! The math is not mathing! Yes, because you already found the last normal ball. Chat, this is actually a problem. Yes it is. There are one of 2 things that happened last stream. Either I miscounted and we're on ball 13 out of 19. Nope, that's not what happened. Or we got the final normal ball and I did not realize and we wasted like 8,000 pearls re-rolling for something that literally wasn't there. Yep, that's exactly what happened. What do I do? Did we miss a ball or not? Eventually, BJ Baller would have to make a choice. Was BJ Baller going to keep us in reset purgatory? Or would we move on to floor 20 like we're supposed to? You scrubbed back, it was 14? BJ, you gaslit yourself. Chat, that's what it's sounding like. As I sat there with bated breath, BJ Baller had reached a decision. So we're just gonna do 2 normal portal levels then, because we collected all the possibles. Well, this feels so anticlimactic, so I was like, dude, we're gonna have to start with Marina Cheese, but it started with me having an existential crisis about math. Even though it was decided with uncertainty, thank the ball gods that BJ Baller decided to continue on with this current run that was genuinely 100% legal. We ended up taking our final portal floor, then beat the next boss on floor 20. For the first time in what seemed like forever, we'd finally made massive progress for balls percent. The end to this challenge finally felt like it was within reach, and soon, all the balls would be ours. With 14 balls stashed in our pocket, all we had to do in phase 3 was find and grab the last remaining 5 balls. This includes Danger Magnet Covered, Springing Gateway, Open Season Ink Splattered 2 Bridge, and Bombarded Whirling Divided. Wait a minute. Wait a burger flippin' minute. That's only 4 balls. That's only 4 ball floors when there's supposed to be 5, right? Okay, mods. Am I going insane or are there only 4 balls? Dog, I'm bawling my eyes out. I can't do this no more. Anyways, after realizing this fumble, my frustration soon blossomed into excitement as I realized that the end of balls percent was now closer than ever. Floor 21 kindly started us off with our first easy ball, which was quickly passed with ease. Chat! Our 15th ball has arrived in the building. Now we're looking for another easy ball. If we don't get an easy ball, I'm gonna reset. All right, let's see if we can get it. Let's go, dude. Only 1 reset, chat, are you kidding me? Maybe Zapfish is with us today, dude. Clearly the 19th ball was the ball loss. maybe the 19th ball was the friends we made along the way. I'm just relishing in the fact that this is the final easy ball, which means we have 2 more normal balls after this, and then balls percent is almost complete, dude. All right, we're looking for normal balls here. We're looking for normal balls. Chat, it's too easy. Chat, it's too easy. It is suspiciously easy, but I'm not gonna fight the police, dude. I am just flabbergasted. I was so ready to absolutely fight for my life today. And I mean, we did because I realized that I couldn't count, but I was expecting to have to throw so much marina cheese around the building. All right, chat, one more ball, one more ball. We're looking for our final normal ball here. Okay, we are getting normals. We're getting normals, which is good. So it's possible. All right. Okay. Yo! That's it then! That has to be the final ball, right? I feel like I'm going insane. I feel like this isn't so, dude. I feel like this is incorrect. We've come so far. Oh. They're really gonna make us work for this last one, huh? I mean, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Chat? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Is that the final ball? And just like that, we were finally able to grab the final mandatory ball of balls percent. Now all we had to do was just take 3 legal portals and 1 vending machine to finally reach floor 30. Chat, we finally made it. We have finally made it to the very end, the conclusion of balls percent. Chat, just a little bit longer. Come on! Oh, the disrespect. Smallest, just take your L. Take the L. Take the ball and stop. Yes, there we go. And just like that, chat, balls percent has finally been completed. And after approximately 20 combined hours of working on this unforgettable challenge, Balls star lmao James Baller was able to complete balls percent in only 31 minutes and 12 seconds. If you want to see another uniquely dumb challenge, then watch this video next.